What's up, everybody? Joshua here with David, and we are talking about the new Venom origin story that we just found out about in Venom #1 by Donny Cates and Ryan Stegman.
Warning, we're going into full spoiler territory right here.
Warning, everybody. Yeah, I actually do recommend you go read it because there's a lot in this one issue to really chew on and go over. But to give you the gist of it, turns out that the symbiotes were on Earth long ago in ancient times, and there was this like red-winged creature who could control them with this ancient language. And then of course in present day with Eddie Brock with the symbiote, this thing shows up again, and this language is being used to control him and the symbiote. So it really adds this whole new layer to the Venom mythos, and really just the mythos of the symbiotes, which we originally know were just from this planet, and they came to Earth and tried to invade and stuff, and Spider-Man got one in Secret Wars. Really, it's never easy in comic books, right? But ultimately, yeah, we just want to focus on this new origin. So David, what did you think of it?
It actually made me care about the symbiote. I never really felt like I would care about the symbiote because I just thought there was just this alien creature that attached itself to Eddie Brock or to a Flash Thompson, depending on what story you're reading. I just never thought about it as its own character. But when that opening sequence, when you see that it's scared, it has a nightmare. It's actually scared of something, and it's worried, about being taken over by this ancient being that we don't know who it is. I'm like, that's a cool story. I want to know more about that.
Yeah, and in the flashback, one of the soldiers that's killed by the symbiote in ancient times calls out for Beowulf. This is probably one of Beowulf's soldiers. And why that's interesting is because what if this new red creature is Marvel's version of the Grendel storyline, the Beowulf storyline? So maybe the red creature is like Grendel's mother and the symbiotes are Grendel itself or something like that. And I really like that sort of religious motif because Eddie himself is a very religious character, and when he was in a church when he first became Venom, when the symbiote came down off of Spider-Man onto him. So I find that very fitting that then they would give the symbiote its own sort of religious motif, because at the end it's sort of the most chilling moment when the red creature reappears. The symbiote says like God is coming. So the symbiotes revere this thing as their god.
And where's that thing coming from? It looks like there's some, looks like the ground is breaking apart. And it looks like it came from, underneath like the earth or something. Like it was this on the planet for forever? Was it? Did Beowulf, whoever that warrior was, did Beowulf somehow subdue the creature and
I think
win?
so, right? Yeah. And then he was like under the earth for so long, and now he's back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just like one of those kaiju.
Yes. And one of the coolest part of the comics is when this red language gets spoken, this foreign language. Venom, it causes Venom to transform into something different with like this spiral over his face and these big veins coming out of the symbiote. What did you think of the new Venom look?
I like the new Venom look because it's scary. Venom is already a scary creature, but I mean, it's something that we've seen for so many years that, it's like, that's just your friendly neighborhood Venom. He's got he's got a big tongue and some big teeth, but who cares? But the way like those like red tendrils, like the veins, whatever was going on, and then the weird spirally looking thing on his face, like he just looked just even more terrifying. And I want to see more of that and like why does he look the way he does, but it was scary. I thought it was effective.
No, I think exactly what you said. I feel the exact same way. That we're kind of desensitized. Like Venom's like a monster with a big maw of teeth and a long tongue and things like he's supposed to be scary, but we're used to it. So yeah, it was kind of horrifying to see him transformed that way. It was kind of gave me the heebie-jeebies, which you don't normally get from Venom, but I was super into it. And for the issue overall, for just the story that's being told with this new origin, what did that do for you?
I'm hooked because I love history. I like mythology, and as soon as I saw that Beowulf thing, I thought of Grendel, of course. I wanted to talk to you about it, immediately after reading it, and then just seeing the creature, the god creature, fly away at the end. I was like, I want to know more about that. What's going on? What's this ancient language that hasn't been spoken for millions of years that the symbiote knows? Why is the symbiote so scared? I want to know all those answers. That's why I'm excited for issue #2.
Yes. I'm not usually a fan of like the mythology you thought you knew is completely wrong, and here's a new thing. But actually am really enjoying just like chewing on this new mystery and trying to figure out who the creature is and everything. And then they added a whole new element of there were these Venom agents from before Eddie who were not Agent Venom, Flash Thompson, but it's really just expanding Venom's world in a way he never realized and we never would have thought. And it's very interesting. I definitely want issue 2 as well. So those are our thoughts on Venom #1 and Venom's new origin, the new origin of the symbiotes. Let us know what you thought in the comments. And for more on comic books, check out our debate on who kicked off the summer better, Marvel or DC, and how Avengers Infinity War finally gave us the true Doctor Strange from the comics. And be sure to follow and subscribe wherever you like to watch IGN.